In the depths of Proxima Beta, a rugged and dangerous world on the fringe of human-colonized space, Rick Helder, a seasoned human hunter, was tracking a rare alien creature for a wealthy xenobiologist. The dense jungle around him rustled with the unfamiliar calls of exotic beasts, some harmless, some potentially lethal. Yet, it wasn't the unusual flora and fauna that held his attention today. It was something else. Amidst the thick foliage, he heard a faint whimper, unlike any sound he'd encountered before. He instinctively crouched down, hand gripping his plasma rifle, his senses sharp as he scanned his surroundings. The whimper came again, more desperate this time. With a frown, Rick followed the sound, pushing aside thorny vines and navigating around thick roots until he finally reached a small clearing. There, tied to a tree with thick, crudely braided vines, was a creature. Rick's initial thought was that it was some sort of alien dog. It had a strong, muscular build, deep black fur with a strange bioluminescent shimmer, and eyes that gleamed a startling, intelligent green. The creature looked up at him with a mixture of fear and hope, as if pleading for mercy. Rick knelt down, studying the creature closely. As a seasoned hunter, he'd seen his share of alien animals. Some were hostile, others indifferent. But this one had seemed different. It was chained in a way that suggested whoever left it wanted it restrained, perhaps even abandoned. He cautiously extended his hand, allowing the creature to sniff him. It whimpered again, trembling slightly. Rick muttered softly, "Who did this to you, boy?" The creature's intelligent eyes fixed on him, and for a moment he felt an odd connection. It was as if it were more than just an animal, a companion abandoned in a hostile land. He noticed scars along its body, some fresh, others old, which bore the marks of weapons, suggesting it had been in battles before. It even seemed to have what looked like patches of armor, surgically grafted to parts of its fur, blending seamlessly into its hide. This wasn't just any animal. It had been altered, enhanced somehow. After some time working on the makeshift bindings, Rick freed it from the tree. The creature nuzzled him gratefully, emitting a low, rumbling purr. "You're something special, aren't you?" he whispered, patting its head. To his shock, the creature seemed to understand him perfectly, tilting its head in acknowledgement. "What do they do to you?" Rick asked, half to himself, but the creature let out a soft bark and sat by his side, almost like a guard. His heartbeat quickened as he realized the creature's true nature. This was no ordinary hunting companion. It was a Sentinel Hound, a rare alien species genetically engineered by the ancient race that once inhabited Proxima Beta. The legend said these beasts could link minds with their bonded partner, forming an unbreakable telepathic connection. With a sense of reverence, Rick placed a hand on its head. "All right, pal, let's get you out of here." As they began their journey back through the dense jungle, Rick felt a prickling in his mind. Thoughts, foreign yet familiar, seeped into his consciousness. Danger ahead. The message came not in words but in emotions and mental images. Ahead of them, lurking in the shadows, was a group of poachers, alien mercenaries known for capturing rare creatures and selling them on the black market. They had been the ones to tie the Sentinel Hound to the tree, hoping it would attract other prey for them. Rick nodded, signaling to the hound that he understood. Moving silently, they crept through the jungle, using the hound's heightened senses and telepathic link to evade the poachers. The creature's loyalty was unquestionable. It moved in sync with Rick, its muscles tense, eyes scanning their surroundings with a fierce protectiveness. After an hour of navigating, they found a path leading back to Rick's ship. As they boarded, the creature took its place at his side, tail wagging. But Rick knew this bond was more than just loyalty. It was companionship built on survival, trust, and something deeper. Days later, back on his home base, Rick had made his decision. This creature was his partner now, a Sentinel Hound with an intelligence that defied everything he knew. Together, they would continue their journeys, hunting and exploring, protecting each other from the universe's dangers. As Rick and his new friend headed out on their first mission together, he knew he was no longer just a hunter. He was part of something larger. In a vast universe filled with endless mysteries, he and his Sentinel Hound would face them side by side, forging a bond that would last through whatever worlds awaited them.